Okay, so here we are with some more WWN here, World Wrestling Network, of course. This is our third show. So we have signed Sonata. Unfortunately, he isn't here to debut, which is fine. Adam Cole will be making his debut tonight. Of course, the main event is going to be Matt Sydal taking on Rob Van Dam, and Rob Van Dam. So we're also going to have a number one contenders match for the tag team championship, which will be between the Bravado brothers and Riddle and Williams. Riddle and Williams. I think that's it. Anyway, I think we will just go straight into it then. With a bit more money than what we did the last show. 1.1 million this time, almost 1.2. Which is good, but yeah, let's go ahead and run the show. So we open up with Adam Cole taking on Colt Cabana here in Adam Cole's debut match, and in a good match, Adam Cole is the one that goes over here against Colt Cabana in 17 minutes 21 seconds by pinfall with a Florida key. 64 rated in-ring performance there for Adam Cole and a 51 rated in-ring performance for Colt Cabana. And this match gets us off to a very strong start with a 57 rated match overall. Pretty damn good, if I must say myself, in front of a sellout crowd, of course. And then we see Adam Cole celebrate fairly heatedly his first match in the company with a 62 rated segment overall. Not bad. Then we go into our next segment here, and we see a video segment here as we see the video between where Kaylee Ray attacked Lufisto at the end of their match, which justifies this match here. So 19-minute segment, not particularly great, but we go straight into that match here where Lufisto goes up against Kaylee Ray, and in a decent match, Kaylee Ray is the one that walks away as the victor here, as she defeats Lufisto in 12 minutes 54 seconds while using the top rope for leverage. So she is unable to get a clean victory. Important to keep in mind. But colour commentary gave the match a boost, which is good, and the announcing quality gave the match a boost too. The first two had an in-ring performance of 34 in-ring performance there for Kaylee Ray, and that advances that storyline. 33 with that segment, not bad. But remember, it was not a clean victory. Now this is just a way to showcase a bunch of people all at once, while showcasing sort of people lower down in the card with somebody like Alex Shelley. We have Will Ospreay, Sami Callihan, Mason Cutter, and Alex Shelley here in a decent match. Sami Callihan defeats Mason Cutter. Alex Shelley and Will Ospreay in 16 minutes 2 seconds when Sami Callihan defeats Will Ospreay by pinfall with a Sami Driller. A 37 in-ring performance there for Mason Cutter, 53 for Alex Shelley. Sami Callihan gets a 54 and a 38 there for Will Ospreay, so not a bad match at all. But I decided to give Will Ospreay the loss here, because it's not going to affect him badly, and Sami Callihan gets the win, just to give him that little bit of a push. Will Ospreay is improving in his Rumble skills, which is good to see. 3-6 with the match overall, not bad. So now we see the number one contenders match for the tag titles, and in a decent match, the Bravado brothers defeat Riddle and Williams in 13 minutes 19 seconds when Harlem Bravado defeats Matt Riddle by pinfall. So after that match, we will be seeing the Bravado brothers go up against Motor City Machine Guns in next week. Next month. 45 with a main performance there for Harlem Bravado. Lance Bravado gets a 42-35 for both Tracy Williams and Matt Riddle. Work improvements. Lance Bravado is improving his performance skills, so we're going to go ahead now and we'll put that in as a match. Yep. And it's going to be Motor City Machine Guns taking on the Bravado Bros. And while I'm here, I'm actually going to just go ahead and put in Kylie Ray and Lufisto again. And what we're going to do is we will do another match between them, as Kylie Ray was unable to defeat Lufisto clean, so that's sort of the justification for that match. We'll go into the next segment here. Nicole Matthews goes up against Maria Elizabeth Monroe and Tessa Blanchard, and in a decent match it's Nicole Matthews who walks away as the victor here, as she defeats them both in 40 minutes 14 seconds when Nicole Matthews defeats Tessa Blanchard by pinfall with a Vancouver maneuver. 41 for Nicole Matthews, 32 for Monroe, and 33 for Blanchard. Not bad at all. Nicole Matthews is improving in her Rumble skills. Decent enough, happy enough for that. 38 minute segment overall, could have been better, but not bad. 47 minute segment here, as we see a video hyping Matt Sydal's match up against Rob Van Dam, and it shows him getting the pinfall victory over Drew Galloway, which is important to keep in mind going into this match. We go to the next segment, which is the match itself, of course, and about that had fantastic heat and decent wrestling. It's Rob Van Dam who walks away as the champion here, as he defeats Matt Sydal in 20 minutes 37 seconds, and he wins it by pinfall after hitting with a 5-star frog splash. But this is after Drew Galloway distracts Matt Sydal, and Rob Van Dam is able to capitalise and make defence number 1 of his championship reign. 49 in performance there for Matt Sydal, not bad at all, and it's 56 for Rob Van Dam, 51 overall segment rating though, and Matt Sydal is improving in his Rumble skills. But then we go to the next segment here, where we see Matt Sydal in the ring, devastated over his loss. Then it's Drew Galloway comes in, and he is kind of stamping down on him, but then Paul Heyman comes out along with Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar runs down to the ring to break up the fight between the two, but Drew Galloway gets out of there straight away before Brock Lesnar can even get into the ring, because he doesn't want to get messed up with that. And Paul Heyman pretty much says that Matt Sydal will have his chance to get a rematch, to get his own back on Drew Galloway next month, when Matt Sydal will go ahead and take on Drew Galloway in a grudge match, pretty much. So that is the match there, and a 59 minute segment we end the show on. Not bad at all, happy enough with that. To end the show then, 50 overall match, event rating there, pretty damn good, happy enough with that. This show increases our popularity in 45 regions, but we did use Tracy Williams far too much in this show. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and Alex Shelley, you done well in your match. So does Sami Callihan actually in the same match, so we'll go ahead and we will compliment on their performances. And how about also Rob Van Dam, you done exceptionally well. So let's go ahead and praise you for a great performance. Make that speech. Alex Shelley was praised, Sami Callihan seen praise, as did Rob Van Dam. Decent enough, I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, I'm happy enough for that event. Very, very good event indeed. A 50 rated event overall. Pretty damn good. So we'll check how many people watched that. It was in front of a sellout crowd, of course, in the ECW arena. Now, whether or not we can keep up that level of show is one thing, but there's no reason why we shouldn't. Let's face it. No reason why we shouldn't. But we will we will be looking to to build on this show, and now that we're starting to get a feel of what works and what doesn't work, we'll be able to build on that. Adam Cole, of course, gets his debut, and that is all going to work into a bigger storyline down the line soon. Now, I hope the execution of this storyline goes well. Just put it like that. That I have in mind. Now, 2 episodes left on the YouTube deal. Of course, we did renew it in the last episode. Tracy Williams complaint. That's his push should be better. Okay. YouTube Premium deal expanded in 2 events. Chuck Taylor has signed a contract extension with Evolve and a .07 TV win on YouTube Premium. Let's see how many people watched that in total. 56,000. I think that's more than the last show. That's good to see. Now, hopefully, the next show we'll be able to get to .08 after such a good show rating here. Let's go into the roster then, and we'll do an auto push and have a quick look here at Okay, there's not too much changes. Yeah, not too much changes. Where did Tracy Williams went up into the lower mid card, and really that's about it, really. Sonata's in the lower mid card actually now as well, despite being an opener, not even having a match yet. But anyway, speaking of that, when can we get a Sonata debut? Let's open up the calendar here. Only Sonata's not available on that show. That's a shame. Wait, no, it's Sonata and Blanchard isn't going to be available there. Oh shit, there's a lot of people not available. Katie Ray, no, we need Drew Galloway for the next show. Right, so we'll go there and hopefully it'll be fine. Now, Sonata won't be able to debut necessarily on that show, but hopefully soon enough in the next coming few episodes we'll be able to rectify that, and Sonata will have his debut soon enough. I don't really want to rush it. There's no big plans with Sonata yet. Nothing really big going on in terms of what I want Sonata to do. But I do think that if we can get him debuted, that will be a big step forward. Now, Will Ospreay, I'm thinking, will be a tag team partner. I think that might just be quite good, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put that into the database here. Will Ospreay will be his partner. I think that will be a good, just a good mix there. Sonata and Ospreay, yeah, we'll just leave this out for now. I think that will be a good mix in terms of their, the styles. You know, obviously both are quite agile, stuff like that. Sonata is got a bit more of the physique going on, I think, but both very agile competitors, and I think they will complement each other fairly well. I'll give you $1,000 because we have the money to. Now, I think that's going to be it then. Right, we will actually have a little look at a pop here. Try to process. No improvements there. No improvement just yet, but improvements will come. Improvements will come. Now, I think we might have to go and have shows on a more regular basis, but we will see how it goes in the next few months of gameplay. And if I find that there isn't enough of an increase in pop, I think that we will consider having more regular shows. One thing that they need to put in is we need a option in here. When you go in and you select your schedule, there needs to be shows fortnightly, and also for TV options, you need to be able to batch record. Now unfortunately we don't have that option in TW yet, but I think that's something that that the guys in the Graysoft software should be considering doing. Adam Ryden, I'm not sure if he's the only one who develops it or not, or if there's a team of them, but that's something that they should consider putting in there, I think, just because it would be so much cheaper to do a TV show, and also be so much handy as well, because then you just, you do it all straight away, all at once, and then there you go, you have a month's worth of TV shows done, and that saves money and it saves time, I think. So that's just how I kind of wish that was done, but whatever. Now, thank you very much for watching this one, and see you again. Goodbye.